What we do here is go back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Twizz Podcast. It is your boy DJ Lordsy for episode number 1. Today we have two special guests. We have Love Sponge. What is happening, geezer?
Very, very happy to be here.
Blessed.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm not really going to talk like this the whole stream. What are you saying, ladies and gentlemen? How are you doing?
Welcome. And Gavin. What's going on, brother?
Yo. Nothing much.
Not too much. Cool. Alright, this podcast is going to be a mixed opinions and points of views on different current subjects that are around, specifically in gaming, but it's not always going to be about gaming, okay? So sit back, relax, and let us entertain your ear holes. And let's get into the first point, which is... Oh yes. Oh, I love them ear holes, bro.
Oh, come on. Let's not
get into that. Okay.
Right.
Okay, alright.
Ladies and gentlemen,
first
subject number one.
Subject number 1. COD Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered. Now, we all know Infinite Warfare has not been doing too great in stats, and
yeah, that's putting it nicely.
Yeah, that is putting it nicely. It's not a great game. But how I personally see it is the fact of Infinity War. I keep saying Infinite Warfare, Infinity Ward. Like I get them mixed up. Infinity. Yeah. Oh my days! I can't.
They should have definitely done something better for that kind of game.
Yeah, man.
Had their freaking publishers.
Infinity Warfare. That would have been sweet.
Why didn't they just do it?
We should sell them some pictures. But I think Infinite Warfare was Infinity Ward's first chance at getting a take on a futuristic type game, because Black Ops 3 and Advanced Warfare was by Sledgehammer and Treyarch, and this is kind of their first take when it's starting to die down. But one thing to add on that, I still think Infinite Warfare sucks and Modern Warfare Remastered is a blast from the past. That's all I've got to say on that.
And I know for a fact, every time we've been talking on Skype, Lordsy,
yeah,
all you've been playing is Modern Warfare Remastered.
Oh, I love it. I've already got the gold camo for the sniper, the Desert Eagle, the Commando Desert Eagle. I love it. I used to love that game, and Modern Warfare 2 was my favourite. But Modern Warfare Remastered is just a blast from the past. Like, that is it. It's lovely. I love playing it. But COD Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, I've actually got some sales facts and figures here.
Okay. Farming Simulator.
Quite funny. Not even Farming Simulator. I'm comparing it to a game in the same
kind of first-person shooter.
Yeah. Battlefield 1.
Yeah.
Which
had to be mentioned.
Of course, it had to be mentioned. I think it's. I haven't even played it, and I think it's a good game.
Fantastic game. I love it. So good. Montage up on Twizz Gamers. Make sure to check that out.
Click here and here
Link
and here.
will be in the click here and here. Link will be in the description for that. But yeah. Carry on, sorry.
And okay, so those figures.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1 on PC sales are about 0.14 million. So what is that? 14,000 sales. COD
just
Infinite
on
Warfare,
PC alone.
Sorry, yeah, just on PC alone. This is just PC. I don't know if it's just Steam or Microsoft Store included. I don't know how it works. That
copies.
But that's still quite a lot, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. It hasn't been out a whole month yet.
Yeah.
No, it has. Sorry. From today, from the day we're doing this podcast, it's been out for a month.
Wow, that month went quick.
Yeah, very quick.
Compared to COD Infinite Warfare on the same website, literally gave me 0. 0.00. Like,
hasn't reached that.
I don't know what to think of that. I mean, but it has been out for a lot less time. I'm really glad you mentioned that, because it's worth saying that these figures might be a little bit ski with. I don't know how they update their figures on the website in particular. And unfortunately, I didn't write down the name of the website either, so I can't tell you. But those of you who do this a lot, you can probably guess.
Yeah.
I just think, but the one thing I did see is an article that showed players in game for COD Infinite Warfare versus players in game for Farming Simulator 16.
Farming Simulator
17. And for Farming Simulator, it was like 20,000 or something like that. And for COD, it was like 2,000
better ratings
or something ridiculous like that. I mean,
it was I think it was around 9,000, wasn't it?
Yeah,
something around
like
there.
Yeah. And it was 50% on the mix, 50% rating.
Ratings. Oh man,
Oh gosh.
It's an embarrassment. Honestly, COD Infinite Warfare, whatever you did it wrong. I don't know how you did that, but I think
yeah.
No, go on.
Alright, I think it was to do with the marketing, because if you noticed, right at the beginning, alright, from that first trailer they launched, they done it wrong. Because it got ridiculous amount of dislikes before anybody even tried playing it. Which is quite a weird kind of coincidence, as Black Ops 3 did sell quite a lot and everyone liked it. But it was just a bit like... another thing that had an effect on it was the fact that, obviously, like, it's been out for a little bit now and everyone's known about this, that you can't play Modern Warfare Remastered without the disc in, or without having Infinite Warfare installed into your PlayStation, Xbox or Steam account.
And I'm about to make a bit of a controversial statement, okay? So
go for it, mate.
Be prepared to possibly edit this out, all right?
No worries.
I actually think that what Infinity Ward did by only allowing people to get Modern Warfare Remastered by buying Infinite Warfare actually made people not like Infinite Warfare. Not because it's a bad game, but because they actually dislike it just because they feel like they have to play it just to get the game that they actually want. Yeah. What do you guys think of that?
I agree with you completely, because they saw the ratings and they know it. And the thing is, the game boots up, right? But it says after about, just as you get to the main menu screen, you have to have the disc in to play this. And it's kind of like just more of a bonus, which I could see it from that perspective. If you buy this game, you get Modern Warfare Remastered as well. It's like a little bonus game to play on top. Like, we've remastered this whole game. A lot of time's gone into making this game. So they would have done it like that. It's the fact that they are charging extra money and then not giving you the option whether you want to or not. You either get Infinite Warfare or nothing. Yeah. Take it or leave it, or just go to Battlefield.
It's unbelievable that they've done it. The way they've done it as well, it's like Infinite Warfare or Infinite Warfare Deluxe Edition with Modern Warfare Remastered, or nothing. It's like, where's the other option? You know, that other option that should be there that just isn't. It's like, you know, when you're like on a website and you're like doing the drop downs. Yeah. Like, you're none of the options that it gives you, and there's just no other, so you don't know what to put.
You have to select it.
And moving on, just slightly, still talking about COD. One of the things that I did read was that people were still complaining about the linear story, and this is a bit of a difficult one to touch on, I'm not going to lie, because nearly every FPS that comes out, and I'm including Dishonored, Battlefield 1, all Battlefield games, most other FPSs, you know, that have a storyline have a linear story. They don't have that much. What am I thinking about?
Compared to like Black Ops 2, absolutely incredible storyline. It hasn't been done. It was different.
Black Ops 2,
I know. I'm saying, but everyone loved the story.
Yeah. I didn't even play the story only because of the guns and stuff, the stuff they did in between. I think they overdid it.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my opinion.
Hmm.
Otherwise, but the problem is, from what I've heard, and I've always liked COD single player games because the stories have always been just that good to make up for it. From what I've heard, is the story is actually a little bit predictable in this one, and it doesn't make up for how linear it is. And when I say linear, and when I'm saying it like that, I mean compare it to a game that is literally linear. It's literally a railway. It's called Metro. You probably played it.
Yeah.
Fantastic game. Fantastic. Two games actually. Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light.
Yeah.
Fantastic games. They are the most linear you can possibly get with a game because of how much that they are literally train tracks, right?
Yeah.
And yet it's still an exploration game. The first mission or the first couple of missions, you're literally getting baby handed or someone's holding your hand through the first couple of missions.
Alien
and then
that comes in like pow.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And then you're free to roam the world, and that's it. And it becomes you actually manage to envelop yourself in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas what happens with from what I've heard, I haven't actually played it.
Go to point A to point B to point C to point D, and you can see what is happening with the structure of the story. Yeah.
And the whole time they're holding your hand, and they've got the bits where you can't shoot and you can't move, and it's moving. Things like that, and it just really controlling it. You're being controlled, and I think it just kills it. But again, I am yet to play it. I am a long time. Why do I keep on saying long time COD single player campaign fan, just because the story's always been that good. Apart from Black Ops 2, they ruined that.
Yeah, they did take a completely different approach with that.
Yeah.
But let's be fair, most people do just load up the game straight to multiplayer.
Exactly.
For all the people who like die-hard COD fans or love COD like myself, you go straight to the multiplayer, you check it out. And Infinite Warfare, it's not horrible. This is the problem. It's not an awful game. It's the fact that you get spawn killed 24/7 for a 2016 going on to 2017 game, which they've managed to still not resolve. And it's just like all the little bits. It's a bit confusing because it is a good game, but it's not to what we're expecting, not to the standards of what we're paying for, plus a season pass. And then
that's what it all comes down to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the price of it. They managed to overprice it. They managed to milk it out. It's just a kind of sorry story all over the board.
Pretty much. They've kept zombie streamers happy though, I guess. Bit of zombies in Spaceland. They can still make content. Get those donations.
That looked really good. I thought that looked really good. And now
it's not bad. It's not bad.
Call of Duty has sunk in price so much, I'm actually considering buying it just for the zombies.
Yeah, exactly.
It's worth 25 quid. I'll happily pay 25 quid for it. And I think now it's even down to £18 or something on G2A. It's crazy.
Yeah, man, definitely. No,
absolutely insane.
I might just buy it on PC as well, just so I can play zombies with you. Because I know you won't pay that £50. Well, obviously not. I don't blame you whatsoever to get it on PlayStation. But yeah,
unfortunately, on the G2A version, it doesn't come with Modern Warfare Remastered, though.
No.
Oh, in fact, the funniest thing about that,
No.
I almost forgot to mention, one thing I have noticed is that Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not remastered version, Call of Duty Modern Warfare on PC has risen in sales massively.
Since they've reduced the price.
No, they put the price up for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the old version.
Oh,
they put it
okay.
Up.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Because it's in demand. It's in demand. They know people want it, which leads us to the point of esports. Because there's a massive commotion. Even all of the big esports players from loads of different clans have all outspoken saying they don't want Infinite Warfare for their new game. They want Modern Warfare Remastered for their esports. Like, that is what they want. It's not a competitive game. It's just luck, really, with all these spawns and the new weapons. It just doesn't feel right. Whereas Modern Warfare Remastered, I think that would actually bring attention to the esports community for Call of Duty this year. Because that's what they need. They need a bigger community for this. Because last year it went really well. Loads of people tuned in. It was an absolutely fantastic event. Like, I've watched it a couple times. Really good. But if they go for Infinite Warfare with the ratings it has and the sales it has, no one's going to watch it. No one gives a shit about whether you're playing Safeguard with robots. Do you know what I mean? Like, Modern Warfare Remastered, if they do that, they're going to keep everyone happy. The clan members happy, the participants happy, the players, yourselves. That's what they need to do.
And at the end of the day, they're going to be happy as well, because all gamers are going to have to buy that special edition for an extra £20.
Yeah.
So they're going to make more money anyway, just by making it the esport game.
Exactly.
So, I don't know what they got against it, really. But in fact, this is quite a funny one, because I don't know who they're going to be able to play with, because their PC sales, right?
Mm-hmm.
There have been numerous sources saying this. I have tested its legitimacy over and over and over, and I'm pretty sure the numbers speak for themselves when we were talking about the sales of Infinite Warfare on PC.
Yeah. We've done our research.
Gamers, ladies and gentlemen, that have bought Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare
Yeah.
on PC, right, as in Windows Store, not Steam, Windows Store, apparently have been complaining that there is no one else to play with because no one else has bought it on that platform, and they didn't make it cross-platform even to Steam.
Oh gosh.
That just blew my mind when I read that. I was thinking,
Fail!
how this is possibly the worst release of the game this year, and it is the end of the year, so that's a fair thing to say.
Yeah.
Right before Christmas, they tried to milk it on that, but how far are they going to go? I hope not far. I hope they're going to learn from this and feel the full blow of it, because this is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous. I can't
Why
believe
would they
it.
do that? It doesn't make sense.
No idea.
Like,
Like,
it really
this is
doesn't.
such an odd market to reach for. That's like putting it on the App Store or Google Play Store. Do you know what I mean?
It's just, but they have released it on Steam as well. This is the point I should mention. It's released on Steam and Microsoft Store as the same game, right? And they both have the special editions with Modern Warfare Remastered. But
Yeah.
if you buy it on Microsoft Store, you can't play with people that bought it on Steam Store.
Nah, mate. Nah, mate.
I don't know.
That's
what happened.
ridiculous.
That is stupid.
And before y'all go putting in the comments saying, guys, hold up, you're going too hard on Infinity Warfare. They made a good game. They released it. They did what they could. That's Microsoft's fault.
Yeah.
No, it's not. When you make a game, you make it and release it for the people that you want to release it to, or whoever pays you to release it. I don't know how it specifically works behind the scenes there,
Yeah.
but you specifically have the option whether to make the game cross-platform at the stage of development, not at the stage of release. Okay. So that's not something that Microsoft has done, or Steam has done. That is something that Call of Duty has done.
Activision have decided to distribute on.
Exactly. And why? And if you're still thinking, no, come on, you're still being too harsh. Maybe we're being harsh. But
I liked
why would
it.
they do that? Why would they do that?
It was fun. Infinite Warfare was fun, but it's just a stupid idea to put it on a platform where nobody's buying it. But then that's kind of like giving you two choices to buy from the same platform. Imagine on your PS4, you could buy from one store or the other, but you can't play with each other. You can only play with the store that you've bought from. Like, that would just divide your amount of people playing. It's stupid.
I'm sorry, but if Rocket League can release a game on PlayStation 4, and then on PC, and then on Xbox, and then on every other bloody platform, and still have it cross-platform, and if flipping GTA 5 can do it, if Rockstar can fucking do it, anyone can do it.
100%.
If Rockstar can do it, and I know that's quite a big name, but Infinity Ward, Activision, these aren't small names, you know?
They're big companies.
Yeah, so there's no excuse here, guys. Like, that is... Come
ridiculous.
on, I'm not even asking for agreement here. That is just...
that is just self-explanatory,
Exactly.
really. It's idiotic.
But now that we've torn Infinite Warfare to shreds, and I apologise to developers, I know it's got to be said.
Something I'm just going to add, because it is actually an okay game. Not the greatest from what I was expecting. It's an okay game. It's not terrible. It's not terrible. It's just okay. Just okay. I got to level 26 on the multiplayer, unlocked that intervention, played a bit on terminal, I've never played it since. Modern Warfare Remastered. Like, that is all I've done. It's one of them games, one of those. You pick it up, play it for a bit, and then never play it again. But you did do a good job while I was playing it.
Yeah. I'm thinking now, do I buy it just because it's 20 quid? Is it worth it? But it's probably just going to take up space on my hard drive and be one of those things that turns my PC into a
graveyard.
Yeah.
That's a really of games.
Analogy. I like that. Anyway, guys, now that we've apologised for tearing into COD Infinite Warfare shortly after actually tearing into COD Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
I wouldn't apologise. It's a shit game. It's a shit game.
This boy holds nothing back. Kevin, you got no shield, boy. Okay, now let's move on.
Uncharted 4 have released a new old game mode. And I say that because of the factor... Alright, before I just get into that, let me explain what it is, okay? So, it's a survival kind of multiplayer experience. There's 4 players in a match. You get to round 50. You go through waves, similar to how zombies work, okay? You get to the very end, and there's a pirate boss which you have to fight, and then you've completed it, and there's different levels you can play on, like the multiplayer maps everyone's already used to. But you have to get through the waves, upgrade your weapons. It looks like a lot of fun. But
zombies with a boss, that does sound like fun.
Exactly, it does. But Uncharted 2 already done this, and they managed to take it out of Uncharted 3. Oh no, sorry, they did keep it in Uncharted 3, but they didn't release it with Uncharted 4. And that is one thing that kept me on the multiplayer for Uncharted, because it was actually awesome. Like, you upgrade your stuff as you go along, you run out of bullets, and when the round's ended, you can, like... It's awesome, like, parkour, Uncharted 4 graphics, it's incredible.
I still need to get that Drake's collection because I have to play all of these games.
You do. Fantastic series.
Yeah,
I'm
really looking forward to getting that when I can be bothered to buy it.
I've literally played all of them now. I uploaded a whole trophy tutorial on how to get the trophies for it. And I loved it, but the problem is with Uncharted games, it's more for the single player, and once you've played it through, you leave it alone, you don't play it till next Christmas, and then you play it again. It's one of those games. But this new wave mode looks cool. It's called Uncharted 4 Survival. And it looks awesome. There'll be a link to the trailer in the description. It looks pretty dope. Looks pretty cool.
Awesome. Shall we move on?
Yes, I just wanted to note that because there is a new Uncharted 4 mode. Pretty dope.
It sounds good. It sounds very, very good.
Yeah, man.
So, and Uncharted 4 as well is third person, isn't it? So it's not literally zombie with the boss. It's actually like they're good mechanics from what I've heard, and in a zombies kind of mode.
With waves, like in that kind of sense, you get waves
that
you have
so
to
complete.
Not
actually zombies.
No zombies.
I was just thinking, oh god, not another zombies.
They're soldiers. They're soldiers that you have. They're computers that come at you, and as the waves go on, so like wave 1, you'll get like 10 soldiers you have to fight with 4 of you in a match. Wave 2, you'll get like 20 soldiers. Which the thing is, it's not just the same soldiers. Some of them are like tanks, some of them are juggernauts, some of them have shields. So they're harder to take out. You have to think tactically while using parkour to get around the map. It's dope. It's dope.
You know what? I'll hands down say I'm going to buy that and I'm going to play it.
Awesome.
And I'm probably going to record it as well, because if that is anything, like I was about to say, like Modern Warfare 3 Survival Mode, which I love.
Similar, yep. Very similar, but third person.
And parkour, I'm definitely going to buy it. It's just definitely going to happen.
Awesome. I'll play with you, dude.
Brilliant. Oh shit, nice. As well, multiplayer. Oh my god.
Okay. I just came.
Yeah, just a little bit. Moving swiftly on. Oh, who wants to introduce this one?
Of course, Pokemon Sun and Moon. Great.
Yeah. Alright.
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Start us off, Kevin.
Very little about this, so explain to me exactly what's new about this game, what it is, how it fits into the series, what they've changed about it, what you know about it, and when it comes out.
Okay, so I'd like to start off to say I have pre-ordered the Pokemon Sun. Well, Pokemon Sun.
I pre-ordered Pokemon Moon, Sun, just to be different.
Moon Sun. That actually fits too well.
Yeah.
So that's coming. I'm going to be getting that in 2 days' time.
So yeah, I think
And,
UK releases on Wednesday in 2 days' time, the 23rd, and then in America it was the 19th. Yeah, the 19th.
Of course. Like, I completely forgot that there were
So-
people just be like, "What? It's come out in our country."
Yeah, exactly. They were like, "What?
He's
They haven't
lying
played it
to
yet."
us.
Yeah, inaccurate information. Sign out your ship, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but the whole take on this is that it's a new look at Pokemon. It's a completely new look at Pokemon because now they've got an audience both new and old. Before that, it was just the older generation of people who would just play Pokemon Sun and Pokemon the previous game. Sorry.
Let me guess. This is a reference to people that have picked up the game because of Pokemon Go.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
So because of Pokemon Go, it's brought through new players as well as old ones, and reintroduced them to the nostalgia of Pokemon. And they've introduced a new little concept to the game. And one new little concept I actually like is Ultra Beasts.
Ultra Beasts.
Yep.
What's that?
Because they're not actually they don't actually Pokemon
Yeah.
they don't call the Ultra Beast Pokemon ever. They haven't said it into their interviews, and they're actually interdimensional beings, like as opposed to Pokemon.
Okay.
So they're introducing the fact that that there are creatures in that Pokemon universe that are not actually even Pokemon.
Oh, snap!
That explains and they've brought Pokemon with the new style to say, oh, we can create these interdimensional beings, and they will look a bit misshaped, but that's just the way it's going to be.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
They're gonna do a No Man's Sky on us. You know, where they generate the characters are weird, and like one will be bigger, but like its foot will be on its head or some shit. You know,
And there's a
Or have a
99999. No, there's a 0.9999999% chance of you finding anyone else.
yeah. At least it's not. At least it's not Hello Games developing the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. No, there are 1 trillion Pokemon that you can find.
And then we find out that Hello Games have always been developing Pokemon.
Yeah, this whole time. Oh gosh. But they've done a good job on that, so I don't know where they messed the space one up.
Yeah,
No,
definitely.
but Pokemon Sun and Moon do look quite awesome. Like compared to Omega Ruby and Y, their previous Nintendo 3DS games that they've released for Pokemon.
To be perfectly honest, actually,
Uh-huh.
Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, they were good games.
Yeah, they were.
Re-releases of really good games, which
Remastered.
Yeah, basically back to.
I
what's it,
remember.
Call of Duty.
Oh, Omega Ruby,
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah. South Park reference for those of you who don't know. But yeah.
Where was I? So Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire. Cool.
Good games.
Yeah, good games. I totally think they were good games for the Nintendo 3DS.
Yeah.
There were a couple of annoying features about it, like they didn't really put much new stuff into it.
And the 3D lags.
Yeah, it was quite a laggy game.
Yeah. When 3D. When the 3D was turned on, it would lag.
One thing that I got annoyed about is the fact that you couldn't change clothes. I know it sounds stupid.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It sounds stupid, but in Pokemon X and Y, they actually gave you the option to
change up your
dress your own-
clothes and like
change up your character, customize him, make him your own. So you thought, oh right, this character's mine.
bit of independence. This is my
exactly.
character.
And then in Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
couldn't even do it like for the online. You could just dress up as certain different types of trainers, like Ace Trainer or no, it wasn't that. It was
All different variety.
you do play as your character, which you pick at the beginning. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But you
Yeah,
can change
so-
your clothes halfway through.
You can't change your clothes on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
No, not on Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. That was whether you pick male or female. They went to like the Ruby and Sapphire core. But with X and Y, it was a brand new game with brand new generation of Pokemon. And I was playing Y last night, and I noticed that when I walked into the Pokemon Center, I was like, oh yeah, they didn't take out the clothing. You know, it's on the left-hand side. You could just walk in, change clothes, hey, done.
Yep.
Got a swagger in my style. And then now there's nothing. You're this character and that's it. But hopefully they've done that with Sun and Moon. But like with those models, with those two being the only 3DS Pokemon games, I think they've actually taken out the 3D for battles. From what I saw on the demo that I played on my 3DS, because it doesn't come out for us yet, there was no 3D in the actual battles, which I thought was a bit good in a way, and then also bad, because I do like to turn it on now and again to see my evulsions and stuff. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I got distracted by a news article.
Hello. Yeah, man.
I'm an easily distracted person.
It's
Those
alright.
things happen.
It's gonna be good. It's coming out soon.
When's it coming out?
Soon, the 23rd for us, and it's already out in America, the 19th.
Oh man.
Yeah, mate.
Okay, so I just want to push us on to the next subject very quickly, because this I am excited about, because it looks amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
Nintendo Switch.
Yes, that's what I wanted to
my God.
tie that in with
That is
Pokemon.
Oh man, it's like that Razer thing that they, the tablet thing that they were going to release, and then they never got round to it, and it looked really cool.
Yeah. No, they've released it
Nintendo's
now.
actually done it, and they have released it.
Yeah, it's released, but it's quite expensive.
Okay, I'm a noob, but anyway, this looks amazing. It looks so good. Like, it has the whole controller design, the
Whole new
Switch thing that
concept.
they're naming it after. The concept, this Nintendo. If there was any reason for Pokemon Go to just be clickbait and a reason for their stocks to go up massively and just make money out of it, and for me to actually, I should hate them for it, if this is what's come out of that, then they've redeemed themselves 10 times over.
Yeah.
If it's good. If it's good. And I'm going to say that in big, bold, bloody letters, because if it's bad...
If they do a Wii U on us, on us, then no, that was still a good console.
the thing
Yeah,
is,
can
the
we
Wii
go? Calm down.
All right, the Wii U was good.
It was good. It just didn't have any games.
It was poor marketing.
Yeah.
Terrible marketing, and the fact that you couldn't, it was quite limited to who could use it. So there were certain third-party developers that could use it.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't, you couldn't just go download it on something on Unity and write a game, put it up on the store.
Yeah. Whereas now
it's not as simple as that. It's a little bit more complex in the process.
Yeah,
well,
with
here's
us
the way I see it.
developers. But this is the thing. Nintendo Switch are actually giving us the option for third party development and indie developers to develop games for the Nintendo Switch, which I think is awesome.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That's exactly.
Yeah, that's what they need to do.
Yeah, I think a lot more developers should be doing that kind of thing as well with the things that are coming out, which kind of touching on a Microsoft Surface big tablet thing with the things like that. They should be definitely releasing APIs and dev kits and stuff just to make good peripherals better. Do you know what I mean? Like VR,
Definitely.
mice, keyboards, just that kind of thing. Imagine if you just released the way to make things better to everyone.
That's the thing about Nintendo. They're always revolutionary. Like the Wii, the DS, it's all new features. They've added cameras, they've added 3D, they've added a wireless controller. You point at the screen.
And
They go the extra mile to make sure their product is perfect.
It's different
and
perfect.
Anyway, here's the way I see it.
They have something in mind and they do it.
I just want to make this point very, very briefly.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo Switch. This is coming out after the Pokemon Go thing. Pokemon Go. Okay.
Yeah,
and
I want to
calling it a
notice
Pokemon
this
Go thing because it's the only way of talking about that. Before it was the Wii U, and before that it was all the other products. Okay.
Yeah.
The way I see it, before Pokemon Go, there were those select fanboy people. This isn't a bad thing. I'm not criticizing. There was the select fanboy people that played Nintendo games, and they had their own market, and they knew who they were marketing to, and they knew who they were selling to, and they knew who was going to buy their products, and it was always the same. Pokemon Go came out, and it was huge. It exploded. New people were picking all of their shit up, and everyone was coming back saying, "Oh yeah, I played Pokemon since I was 9 years old."
Day
And
one,
all of
son.
that-
I
Exactly.
came out the womb and
That
played
stuff.
Pokemon.
And that was it. And they opened up to so many new people and made so many more fanboys out of it. And again, I'm not criticizing. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And now Nintendo Switch, they've got that entire new market to captivate everyone. They're under the public eye now. Everyone's
course.
watching them to see what they're gonna do. If it's bad and it flops, they're just gonna go back to square one. And square one was all of their original fanboys before before Pokemon Go.
Of course. Now, that's what I think. I agree with you 100%. Like, that's true. But the fact that they've merged the portable controller with good graphics compared to the PS Vita, which flopped, with a device, yeah, no, it's debatable, but with a device that you can put on your back at home, you can slip it on your home dock, and it becomes more empowered graphics on your TV. Yep. That's awesome. That's a sick feature, and you can
very good idea.
You can go out and play your games. I didn't like the fact that people were playing basketball at a basketball court, NBA at a basketball court.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a strange market, but still pretty cool that you can do that. But one thing I just want to add, like kind of off topic to it, but still Nintendo Switch, a Pokemon Go. Oh, no, screw the Go. I'm done with Go. That's rubbish now. I had my fun in the week or two that I played it. Pokemon Go away. That's jokes. But imagine a third-person, free-roaming Pokemon game like Skyrim, okay? So you got a Skyrim massive Pokemon world, and your third person, you get your starter Pokemon, and it's massive multiplayer online, wild Pokemon running around, and you can go and capture them. How incredible would that be?
I would play that.
I would play that.
No, this is the difference, right? Okay. There's a little bit of side story to this, but I've basically never played Pokemon. Not as a true fan.
Okay.
If they brought a game out like that, oh boy. If it was good as well. If it was as good as Skyrim, like you're saying, and I'm a fan of Skyrim as well, I would definitely play that game, and I'd love the shit out of it if it was good. And the mechanics of Pokemon are good. They've been making this game for so long. They have everything going for them. Nintendo, whatever you do, do not pull a COD. And that is the last word on this.
Yeah, of course. Release some games with your product. Release your games. But that's the thing they didn't do with the Wii U. They didn't bring out enough games. But if they had that, I'd like them to have some sort of like Rust feature where you can build your own house and base and stuff. And Pokemon centers around the map and like servers you can join. Like, that would be awesome. I'd definitely play that.
God,
like,
so like a Pokemon MMO, but by the actual company.
Pokemon MMO, third person.
You know what? I missed the whole Colosseum style play.
Yeah,
that was really good. Colosseum and XD.
Definitely. That was a good game.
That was one of my... So it's a shame they didn't actually carry it on. Like
exactly,
that kind of...
man.
Yeah.
Well, it sold enough copies that they released XD. That was cool.
Yep. I knew so many people with the XD.
Because I remember... one of the best things was be able to plug in your Game Boy Advance, sit back, and just transfer your Pokemon onto the GameCube. Either battle with someone else who has a Game Boy, using the actual console for the better graphics, and the handhelds to actually choose what their moves are going to do. Like, that was one of the most revolutionary features for Pokemon.
Exactly.
So
and
good.
Still, Nintendo, like the GameCube, was also crazy with that kind of stuff that they implemented. They've always pushed that extra milestone. It's pretty dope. So they need to release that. And last topic on Sun and Moon while we're on it, and Nintendo. I like how the fact that they're changing it to that kind of Colosseum XD style, so it's not always third person. You notice that they started doing it from black and white, and they started like doing it slowly, where you get more of a different perspective. But now I like the fact they're switching it up, so it feels more like you are roaming around. I actually like it. I didn't like it at first. I missed my traditional Pokemon, but I like this switching it up.
One thing they've introduced is that now, it's not just random corners and stuff in routes. They've actually made it more like open, so you're able to search. You get a visual idea that you're actually on an island.
Yeah.
You're not just in some random zone.
Yeah, I agree with you there. That's an epic feel to it. I like it a lot.
I'm sorry to be kicking you guys out of the nostalgia park, but
Yeah, we're loving it. It's getting me all tingly, mate. This is better than ASMR. This is ASMR to my ears. Pokemon 3D. Fuck. We should move on to the last topic because this has nearly been an hour.
Let's move along very, very briefly.
Watchdogs 2.
Oh, hype. Who loves that game? Who's got it? Put in the comments if you've got that game.
Yes, make sure to leave a comment if you like Watchdogs 2. Let us know what you are thinking. Who would like to speak first?
Over Watchdogs 2.
Oh
man,
that?
I'm already going.
Okay, what is it? Go for it, mate.
There's been some controversy. I found there was some genitalia or something. One of the characters was poorly underdressed, apparently, and some feminists got particularly upset about it.
Okay, wait, hold up, stop. Kevin?
Yo.
Are you fucking your keyboard?
Maybe. I just went to go shut my door, and
Okay.
it might have been that.
You fucking keyboard.
It's alright, mate.
It
It's all
sounds like a
good.
Mac mic.
Probably
Alright.
is then.
All right.
Not
Sorry,
so
Guy,
far
what
away.
were you saying about genitalia and Watch Dogs 2?
So there was some controversy about Watch Dogs 2 and the genitalia about one of the characters. This is quoting dailystar.co.uk.
Okay.
Watch Dogs 2 update reviews explicit NPC genitalia, PS4 Pro performance, and Xbox One bugs. So the bit that we're covering here is the NPC genitalia. Since then, apparently, they've actually released a patch to have one of the characters slightly differently dressed, which I think is hilarious. They've actually had to do that just to change that. But at the same time, I haven't actually seen what they look like before then.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit afraid to Google it though, just in case Mum walks in behind me. She comes in, she's just like, "Guy, what are you searching? Watch Dogs 2 porn?
Genitalia.
What?
What's going on? You're alright.
Alright,
yeah.
I think we strayed a little bit from the subject here, but also apparently there was some performance issues.
Performance
and
issues.
And bugs, yeah. So, but I mean, games these days, I don't think that's such a big surprise. I think it's actually kind of expected with most games when they first come out. Assassin's Creed Unity suffered a very similar thing, but that was a lot worse. The performance issues, by what I could tell, were awfully worse on Unity than they were on Watch Dogs 2.
So for Assassin's Creed Unity, that was mainly the frame rate, wasn't it? The graphics were absolutely stunning from what I saw,
Yes.
but the frame rate looked slightly bad, and it would drop to about 20 frames, was it? For a next-gen console.
Was unbelievably, yeah. It was awful. And I'm a long time Assassin's Creed fan. That game, I wanted to like so much, and I actually couldn't play it. It was unplayable.
Really?
Even to this day. They released a patch which made the performance and the frame rate so much better, like consistently.
Yeah.
But in the combat and stuff, where you have those times when like the guy's about to hit you and you have to quickly see that he's about to hit you and press the button, you miss it so often, and you end up teaching yourself to accommodate for the lag, which is just ridiculous in an action game. It's crazy.
That's a bit like you kind of need it in the fighting mechanics, like really, because otherwise you can't really see who you're punching. Do you know what I mean? You got to have that accuracy.
Imagine every time that happens in a game where it's just like you get into a fight and then the frame rate just jumps up because all the graphics just get turned down because you need that frame rate.
Oh gosh, that would be trippy as fuck. You just see like the graphics all of a sudden lower out of nowhere, and it's all pixelated like Minecraft. And all of a sudden you're looking at like the best graphics that are available on next gen. Like, I can see them doing that. Yeah.
Imagine it actually in a real world concept, right? I know we've gone off on a little bit of a tangent here, but hang with me.
I'll relate back.
Anyone that's played Assassin's Creed, imagine all the guards around you, they're chasing after you and you stop to fight them, right?
I'm visualizing.
You don't throw a smoke bomb and try and run away or anything, yeah? You're on the battleground and then the game just kind of or it like it kind of stops for a second, or it doesn't stop, or it does it good, right? And then you're in this kind of arena, or the game's story takes you to this kind of arena where you're having a fight with these people, which means they don't even have to worry about the graphics, just there's less to render, so the frame rate is higher. So that'd be the function of it, and then you're actually in this arena, which makes it just that little bit more special. Every time you get into a fight, you load into this arena, but
Like Pokemon.
it would have to. Yeah, exactly like Pokemon. There you go.
But third person.
The third person, exactly.
Oh,
Which
right.
that sounds, I don't know.
Oh,
You'd,
no,
have to, you'd have to implement it well, though. It couldn't be like get into a fight, 10-minute loading screen.
Just the music come in.
Exactly.
And all of a sudden you see the trainer pull out his Pokeballs. It's like, Pikachu action. All right, you know what. All right. So back to the topic. Watchdogs 2 is similar to Assassin's Creed Unity due to the poor performance in frame rate. Is that right?
Similar, yeah. I don't believe, by what I've seen, it's actually worse than Unity. Unity was like a mixed bag of crashes and performance issues, because it also had that always online thing, which I think affected the performance there. But the performance here is only graphical. So,
Okay.
and they've already patched it. So, you know, I don't think it's anywhere near as bad.
All right. Okay, that seems pretty decent. At least they've notified the issue. But would they not? Here's a question: would they not have noticed it before actually releasing the game to the public, or was it they were trying to get it out in demand for the Christmas holidays?
Oh, that's a very good question. That's very good. I think, you know what? I don't actually know the answer to that question. I can't be bothered to Google it right now. So let's leave it down to our viewers to put something in the comments.
All right. They can
and
understand.
see what they think.
Yeah.
See what they think, because this is a Ubisoft thing.
We
God,
should move
okay.
on to the last topic, because this has nearly been an hour.
Let's move along very, very briefly. Miniclip are releasing a game on next-gen consoles and having a standalone PC game release. That is interesting.
Very interesting.
It's interesting. It's it marks I think a change in online gaming.
Yeah.
Era of online gaming, and I am more interested as to whether it's going to be than I am on what the game actually is.
Yeah. No, I
But we should
agree
probably
with you,
tell
man.
the viewers what the game actually is.
There's a trailer in the description, but sorry for the interruption, everyone. Sorry, Kevin did have to shoot off quickly, but he will be in the next podcast, so he says goodbye and thank you for listening. But we've got one last topic before we finish this beautiful podcast. We hope you are still listening. Miniclip.
Okay. Yes, Miniclip.
Explain,
Now
guy.
we started talking about it, but we still didn't get round to talk about what kind of. If any of you have played Trials or Trials Fusion, it's a game like that basically. I'm actually just gonna skip through this video very quick. Oh, it's literally a game like Trials Fusion,
Yeah.
but kind of like no, it's literally Trials Fusion.
Yeah.
Just by the looks of it, with
Just a
couple
bit
of
more
new mechanics.
brutal.
Yeah.
And better camera. And tricks.
Interesting. So Miniclip, I'm sure all of you who are watching this, who are a fan of gaming in general, and have been for a long time since you were children, and probably were playing Miniclip
At school.
at school.
Yep.
In-
That's where I did it.
Exactly, in lessons when you were supposed to be working on the computers, Miniclip was the way forward. Until
Bubble
they
trouble,
blocked it.
mate.
Bubble Trouble, yeah, you know. That was,
All
that was,
around.
that. Line Rider, Bubble Trouble, they're all there.
There's loads. Yeah,
So,
Line Rider. Damn.
was my
Agario
jam,
now. Agario now.
Is that what?
Goddamn.
What's on Miniclip now? Dang.
Yes, sir.
So let's try and actually discuss this. Okay, so obviously they
Oh.
have
It's
experience
called-
making a
it's
good
called-
game. They
Yeah.
oh, what's it called?
It's called MX Nitro, and it is essentially Trial Fusions with better graphics, more brutal fall off, and tricks and races with your friends on actual racetracks that loop around and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
think
coming
this-
February 2017.
February 2017. I think this could be the game that Trials Fusion, the developers of Trials Fusion wish their game was. And let me elaborate on that.
Yep.
Trials Fusion, I think, kind of failed at its launch because that came from its predecessor, Trials. What was it called? Trials. This is the bit where I'm like, do your research, bitch. Trials Evolution. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Haven't
Trials
heard
Evolution.
of that.
Oh, I used to watch Hat Films. Shout out Hat Films if anyone. They used to play Trials Evolution all the time, and that led on to Trials Fusion. Trials Fusion was this game that just didn't live up to Trials Evolution. Like, it was worse.
Okay.
And the massive player base that Trials Evolution has, there was a section where you could actually like download player created maps and stuff.
Yeah.
And Trials Fusion just didn't have that same base because people were still making it for Evolution, and there were thousands for Evolution. And I think Miniclip might actually, if they pull this off correctly,
take their market.
They might make their market, but I think that it's probably not going to have that map download for at least for Xbox One.
Maybe.
That happening. Possibly.
Maybe.
I'd like to see it. Maybe there'll be like a server browser where each server is a different map or something like that. I don't know. Kind of like the way CSGO does it or something like that.
Yep.
It'd be very interesting to...
One thing that would take a lot of people, like, they're going to have to label it on the case or when they sell it, made by Miniclip. Everyone's going to be like, I remember... Remember Miniclip? I remember.
To make that reference.
I really did. Yeah. Everyone's going to be like, oh, Miniclip, I remember that. What's this game? Check out the trailer. And it actually looks like a good trailer. Like, it looks epic. There's lots of colours, lots of scenery, some sick stunt tricks that they do. It looks good.
I would honestly like to see this game succeed.
Yeah, me too.
Just
me
as
too.
Just as an homage
Blast
to,
from the past.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just a good developer coming through, showing their stars, showing us what they have to offer to people that have evolved from miniclip.co.uk or miniclip.com gaming.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all I've got to say on this one. I think, unless you've got anything to add, Simon.
No, that's it. Besides the fact it is coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Steam. That's
February
it.
2017.
February 2017. Oh yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. This has been the Twizz Podcast Episode 1. Make sure to smash that like and leave a comment letting us know if you listened all the way through, because we're interested. We will read all of the comments. But yes, thank you for listening or watching if you're on YouTube. Have a absolutely fantastic day. Goodbye from myself, DJ Lordsy inside of the place, and my man, Love Sponge.
See you later, guys. Have a good one.
Peace.
Can you hear me? Oh, yeah, you can.
It keeps cutting out randomly.
That's weird.
It's weird. We'll sort it out. Alright, peace.